got Benny Boy. We got Kenley. We got Eddie over here sleeping.
He's not even sleeping.
He's sleeping. So it's 5 o'clock. We have to be at the track at like 6 because the driver meeting is at 6:30. We're going to the gas station where we're supposed to meet up with Trey, who has still yet to even leave his house. So yeah, he's probably gonna be late.
Okay, so we got a checklist going for the track day. We got everything in the truck. So we got low pro jack stands, tools. The tools, we have a tool set in Trey's car, so that we'll give that to Trey. And then the air tank, we have that for any Phillips or anything, so we're good there. And then we got camera gear. We got 2 sets going today, so you guys are getting 2 different visuals. That's why we got this going on, so we good there. We got a fuel container all filled up with C85 because there's nothing local around there. We got helmets. I really hope Trey brought his helmet. That'd be
If he didn't bring his helmet, he's gonna have to wear mine. I brought my helmet.
No, but he just copped a helmet for this day. Yeah. That'd be funny as hell. Okay. And then tech form, that's on Trey. Chairs, oil, stickers.
That's also on Trey.
Trey's, yeah. Well, no, I got chairs.
Stickers.
I got chairs.
Store stickers.
Yeah, that's on him.
'Cause he has to have numbers,
Yeah.
which we made.
And then we got spanners, towel.
That's on his truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got everything in here.
We got everything.
Oh, look who made it, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, fill up quick. We already got your gas tank filled.
I can't fill up.
We put 4 gallons in the tank.
So you'll have gas.
Well, hi guys. Welcome. I don't know if they already told you guys, but we're going to the freaking track.
Yeah, we got everything set up, dog. We just got.
We did the checklist and everything. But it says we're gonna be there like 6:15 now, so
Really?
we gotta haul some booty cheeks.
Well, yeah, we're at Fontana, or Auto Club Speedway in Fontana.
That's your racist. Bobbles. Knew it. Texas.
I knew it.
Look at the push-up.
All right, so we have began gutting the rear of the car. We got the sub out, just to save a little bit of weight. We got all the foam out. Everything's out of the car.
It's more just to have stuff from rattling around.
Yeah, and just dislodging itself from different places. But wires, we're gonna leave those. But everything is out of the back. and
Copper's the heaviest thing.
Hopefully,
Weight reduction.
it'll help with the car on the track.
What are we doing, Damon?
We're deflating his tires a little bit to 28 PSI to start out the day because he was at 35 just to drive here. So we're dropping him to 28. It's gonna see how that feels. Might have to drop more, might have to fill up.
We're just
Don't know.
testing it out. We're going in
Yeah.
blind at this point.
He's going with the instructor first. For the first 2 sessions, he has to go with the instructor, so they're doing a few laps each, going to get him set, and then he can go by himself or with a friend and start to rail. We're gonna see how it goes.
Please report to the driver's lounge for your download meeting. Again, registered drivers, please report to the driver's lounge for your driver's meeting.
So once we got to the track, it was a little overwhelming just because of the entire environment of the track. It was kind of cool to just take everything in and really thoroughly enjoy like actually being there and experiencing it. So once we got there, we checked in, or I checked in. I got my wristband for Purple Group. That's the group that I ran in, and which is basically the beginner class. And what that means is, it's considering the fact that it was our first track day, or my first track day driving, I had to ride with an instructor for the first 2 sessions, which it was good because he taught me a lot about the track and everything like that, and how to drive it and everything, and just good techniques. So that was really cool. And my driver's meeting was at 7:55. Basically go over everything, what all the flags mean, all that stuff, and basically all the rules and things, all the rules that you're supposed to follow when you're on the track, like point bys. So if somebody's behind you, on you, and they want to pass you, you just point them by on the right side or on the left side. Yeah, after the driver's meeting, it was pretty quickly after the driver's meeting, because the driver's meeting was about an hour. So after the driver's meeting, my first session was at 9:30, and by the time I got out of the meeting, it was almost like go time to go. So we didn't really capture any of that, of me actually going and getting in my car. Damon and Ben just caught me as I was going in line to go out on my first session.
So no passing on the first lap?
Nope. So you can go out over this first line, but not the second. As a matter of fact, you want to get out there. Like these people are driving, well, they have a yellow, but that's okay. That just means we're under our first lap. So go ahead and get over there. Just don't pass anybody.
It's right here?
You can go over.
This one right here?
Yep. See, because that runs out of lane. People don't realize it.
Yeah.
And honestly, it wasn't as nerve-wracking as I thought it was going to be. It was actually pretty, I just took it all in. I was like, I'm here, I'm doing it, I'm doing what I've always wanted to do, so let's do it.
So generally speaking, once you get a little bit more, time in, you're going to want to start off just a little quicker than this, because you're trying to get heat into the system. And when we're starting off this slow, I know we're in a beginner group, but you're not really getting heat into the system because you're barely moving. But that's all right. It's progression. Everyone in the group is going to get used to it. Nice and easy. Remember, your tires are totally cold. You want to accelerate less because you're just warming up. Just nice, easy accelerations. Those over accelerations will spin. Well, this is a front wheel drive, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've never driven one, so I don't know how they react. I don't know if they back end spins out the same as a rear wheel drive.
More like that?
Yeah, just, at least till you get it warmed up. But this line is going to be out far, far, far. Going, and then into the apex here. Back to this apex, make a straight line out of it, kind of towards the cones. Stay out. And at this cone, that's usually where you start bringing it in. You bring it in pretty tight in here. Okay. Then you kind of let it come out. You let your steering wheel straighten out. As your steering wheel straightens out, that's when you're starting to accelerate. Never when your turn, you want your wheel pretty straight. You can stay behind this guy. This would be your normal line if you're not letting someone pass. You stay on your left side unless you're passing or letting someone pass. These cones often indicate, it gives the drivers ideas of where to brake, so you're braking pretty hard. That's a good line right there. You pulled it in nice right there. Good right here. Now you're gonna let it drift out just a little bit, kind of straight towards the other apex. Into the cones, and I follow the outside. That's a pothole, so you definitely don't want to hit it. Yeah. Okay. And then you're a little wide there. You obviously have that cone. Stay in tight. Now you have to go in, so put your hand out the window. And you're gonna go into the hot pits, and we'll just talk. We'll give a little info, and then we'll head back out. They'll let us back out. We'll stop for a brief minute. I don't know if I don't think they come out. It's just for our own communication. All right, just stop for a minute. We're good. We're just. Get up some speed. Still don't see anyone coming, but you stay here. Always when you're coming on track, you never go out until you're past this turn, this set of tires for the black one. So you come into the cones, you're clear, no one behind you. You stay tight, you come towards the right apex here. Easy acceleration, easy. Come out to the right. All right, into the apex. Acceleration into the apex, light acceleration, straighten your wheel, throttle out. You know what it's going to do. Yeah. You don't want to get so close where you're going to have to brake. You don't want to unbalance the car through here. Got good control, but I don't know if they're not gonna. You have a point by situation, so they're probably not ready to point people by in an oval like that. So hard into the cones, ease off, because you got to stay away from these guys because you're already driving faster. You're already out driving pretty much everyone in front of you. But all right, go ahead. Perfect. All right, not too much. You won't get too close to this guy. Good little acceleration. Into the apex, nice. He might point you by, go ahead and creep up a little bit, stay into the apex, wind out, get a little close, see if he points you by. No, he's not going to point you by. All right, go ahead, it's an easy place to lose it. Go out, get close to him, see if they point you by. There you go, go by him, go by him, go. There you go, go by him too. The white one's going to let you come in. He'll let you go by, don't worry. Get behind the black one. Get close to him. He's going to probably point you by, but don't be positive. Stay close to him. All right, go for it. All right, not too much. You don't want to have too much speed that you can't scrub it off. In tight to the apex. Light throttle, very light throttle through here. Good, light. Straighten it out, Give it gas. Too much speed here. There you go. That's good right there for now. Turn in, apex, back to the apex. A little too jerky. Smooth out your transition. Got it. Stay out here. You're doing really good. You're the best student I've had so far. Ready for brakes. Start braking harder. A little harder. In, a little slow. Scrub some speed. A little fast, a little hot. All right. Man, you're a natural, kid. Scrub off some speed, into the apex, light throttle, light, wind out, straight away, stay to the right, slow down, not too much brake, all right, good, wind out, brake, man, Okay. Sorry. I didn't realize I was running out of fuel. Well, maybe just go light and learn the line a little bit. You don't burn too much fuel.
So,
Straight out. Fist out. Good. Straight out.
this one
there.
right here.
All right. All right. You did great, dude.
Yeah?
Really good. A couple times, you know, you had a little bit too much speed, I think, for your level, but you handled it really good. You didn't panic. You know, really, really good.
Cool. Mr. Bailey. Mr. Bailey. How was your first time here on the track?
Oh, it was freaking crazy, bro. Oh my
How
god.
many guys you passed?
I passed a lot. I gotta say, because the instructor was even like, dude, you're out driving like most of these dudes out here. He was like, you're doing like a great job, bro. He's just like, there's just a couple things that you need to fix on turn 8 and 9. Those two, I was like,
We only caught turn 1, that's it.
that's fine.
That's all we could catch because there isn't much like footage from anywhere
but,
else.
oh my god.
Solid?
Yeah, I just
How's
need to
your
go
car
fill
doing?
up like ASAP.
Yeah.
Car's doing fine. I just hit fuel cut. So
Okay.
I was like,
Yeah, you're on empty.
I was like, I need
Okay,
to go.
let's toss
Your
the
session
E85.
was over anyway, so.
Yeah.
So, go out, finish my first session, come back in. My instructor is like, hey, he's just talking to me about what I did and how I did and everything, what I can improve on. And I had already noticed that my brakes were giving me kind of a hard time. And I knew that coming into it just because I wanted to I ordered pads and I wanted them to be there before the track day, and they didn't come before the track day. They came the day after. So we were struggling with that for the most part. Everything else was solid. I did a oil change with Motul 300V Ester 530 oil the day before, and I also switched to the Motul 660 brake fluid as well for the increased heat in the brakes. So I already knew that braking was going to be one of the weaknesses for my car, because the power was there, the suspension was there, so all the handling capabilities was there, and then I had the tires to support the added suspension too. So everything was good besides the brakes, and I already knew that going into it. And unfortunately, we were cut short on session 2.
Wait, did he take the car? Second time out for the day. Hi, Damon. Hi, Damon. I got a 919 out today, trying to decide what gear I want to be in for this turn.
Yeah, you know, honestly, it takes a few laps around because, you know, I'm the same way. I mean, I know it now, but it took a while to figure out what gear's best, you know?
Yeah. How
Go
fast?
ahead. He's letting you go. Go ahead. Now, normally we don't pass on the outgoing, but he gave you a point by it's okay. Yeah, he's all over. So, nothing you can do. He should be pointing you by, so stay in pretty tight to him if you're comfortable with that. And then that way, when you get around the corner, you got a nice straightaway, you might be able to get past them. They don't know you want by unless you get pretty close. Now, there's no passing until the next cone. Go ahead. Generally, you don't, but since he gave you the point by, you're good. Very good. Slow it up, slow it up. Get a little closer to him, but not too close.
Got a McLaren behind us.
That's all right. You can let him. He'll get around you after the turns. He'll pass you on the straightaway. Now, this is not a place you want to pass. Go ahead. Wait till you get to the straight. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna let him go.
He shouldn't be pointing you by in such a sharp turn. Now you can go past him, but leave room for the McLaren.
All right.
So just stay one lane. He'll be fine. Drop the throttle. He's off. Let him go up. All right, well, he spazzed out. That's all right. You didn't have much of a choice there. He panicked. Brakes, slow down. There you go. A little too much throttle out of the turn. The wheel's not straight enough. Felt your brakes fading?
Yep.
Alright, well keep that in mind the rest of your laps. Know your pressure limits there.
By the end of session 2, my brakes were gone. As you can see in the footage that we got, they were pretty bad. And then the rotors themselves were glazed. They had gnarly grooves in them, and it was really difficult to proceed. It was very unsafe if I were to go for another session because I had such a little pad.
Yeah, I'm pretty beat. But so unfortunately, our day was cut a little short. Not a little short, pretty much in half, because of this problem. Now the brakes, I already knew weren't the greatest coming into this. This side wasn't too bad, but this side over here, I don't know if you could zoom in on it, but we did not have too much life left on those pads there. Yeah, they were, at that point I did not feel safe using the car on track anymore, so after 2 sessions we just called it.
In my second session I actually lost the pedal completely from brake fade, so that really deterred me from actually wanting to proceed with going out on the track for my next 2 sessions.
I still had another extra 2 sessions to go out, but I just didn't feel like the car was safe enough to take on track, so we called it at that point. I took a ride with my instructor for today because this was my first time on track, so I had to have an instructor for the first 2 sessions. And since my car was inoperable for the rest of the day, I decided to take a ride with him, and oh my lord. The difference in performance when it comes to specifically the brakes, because mine, obviously today, they didn't last. But comparing those brakes to the brakes that he had on that car, and then just the overall handling ability of that car is insane. T7 Corvette on fully 85 with bolt-ons, everything you can imagine. So yeah, it was really cool experience. This whole thing was a great experience. I could have done it with all these people, all my friends and family that came and helped support. And it's just awesome to be able to have these kind of people to come with you and enjoy this as much as you do. So yeah, we're gonna call it at the track today. We already got everything packed. Got here at 6:15 this morning. Woke up like 4:30-ish this morning, and it's 2:05 right now. So we've been at it all day. It's kind of hot today, so we're just gonna head home and call it a day.
I did some vlogging throughout the day. We had a live video. I said a bunch of incorrect things during that, so just don't even worry about it. Fastest time Trey put down though, it was on his second time out, so the last time he was out, it was his third lap. He ran a 2:06.19. To give you an idea, his driver ran a 150, but the cars that would have been in his class, like the S2000s and other modified cars, they were running heavily modified. They were running like 2 minutes. There was an FRS out there. It was, he's been around for a while. He's been driving the track, just aero mods and everything. He ran a 2:08.58, and then a GT3 that was out that I was tracking ran a 1:57. That's just like a rough idea of kind of what he did. I mean, it's his first time out, so I mean, even his instructor was like, nah, this ain't your first time out, dog. Like, I was talking to him after, he's like, nah. I thought he was joking with me, but yeah, 2:06, so that's solid.
The car can definitely handle and hold its own. It just needs some better brakes.
You need brakes, dog.
I need brakes like ASAP. So yeah, we're gonna call it here. I don't know if we're gonna record when we get back home, but we're gonna go home, enjoy some barbecue, relax, and enjoy the rest of the day. But thank you for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed watching us, come out here, have fun, do our thing. And there are gonna be plenty more track days where this came from. This is just the beginning. We got Damon's Autocross event coming this month. It's on the 17th? The 17th of this month, November. So that's coming up. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to film for that, but Damon might be able to. I have to work. But and then another track event next month in December that Damon's gonna be going to as well. So I feel like next time I come, I either need to have big brakes or better brakes than what I came with today. So
that was definitely what fell short today.
Definitely the fault of the entire track day, or the weak point of the entire, because it stopped me from actually being able to drive for the rest of the day. So safely, and it lowered my lap times lower and lower, or it raised my lap times higher and higher every time.
Yeah, he went to like a 2:16 because of the brakes. So.
Complete fade. So yeah, I had a great time. I don't know if anybody else had a good time, but I love driving. So yeah, thank you so much, and stay tuned for more.
Can we have a 90s moment where we like jump and clap hands?